Coming in on very short notice before tip-off today, but I want to briefly address the last 24 hours and the disappointing decision regarding Silvio de Sousa. I remain profoundly disappointed at the NCAA's decision, which effectively takes away the college basketball career from a young man who did nothing wrong. I've been involved in college athletics for many years and at many institutions, and have always respected the NCAA and trusted the process. But I must tell you, my faith has been shaken. I know that Chancellor Girard and Bill Self share my frustrations. Let me share a little bit with you about the process. We have been working with the NCAA for more than 3 months to get Silvio back on the floor. As they looked into potential NCAA violations regarding individuals associated with Silvio, we provided them with every witness, every document, and every piece of communication that they requested. We kept pressing them for answers on Silvio's eligibility so we could get him back on the court where we felt like he belonged, even if it meant he had to serve a penalty before coming back to the court. We withheld Silvio, which is the common practice and protocol, as we worked through these issues to ensure when he did play, he was eligible and thereby not jeopardizing our team's results. About 1 month ago, the NCAA indicated that they would consider Silvio's reinstatement if we did 2 things. First, as is procedure, we had to declare him ineligible and immediately seek his reinstatement. Secondly, as part of our reinstatement request, we had to identify TJ Gastonola as an agent and a booster of our program only as a hypothetical for the purposes of reinstatement, and I emphasize that. As we disagree with the NCAA staff on how to define Gastonola's role in all of this. The NCAA told us that they would not consider a reinstatement unless we included that information. If we did not include the hypothetical, they would not consider reinstatement until after the enforcement investigation was complete, which would and could last well beyond the season. With no alternative, we declared Silvio ineligible on January 13th and began the reinstatement process. Throughout this process, we were instructed to share very little information with Coach Self and with Silvio, which obviously led to understandable frustrations by both of them. They had little involvement in the process and even less information. We are very frustrated with the NCAA's procedures that require us to keep Coach Self and Silvio somewhat in the dark. So where are we today? KU's exploring all avenues of an appeal. Make no mistake, we are determined to fight for Silvio and for fairness in this process. This process simply hasn't been fair in our view. If the NCAA is trying to send a message or make a statement with an unwarranted harsh punishment, they're doing it through the wrong messenger, in our opinion. A young man that both NCAA enforcement and the institution agree had no knowledge of and did not benefit from the NCAA violation. We continue to stand behind our student athletes when we believe they have been wrong. Now, we'll continue to cheer for Coach Self and the Jayhawks and support our coaches as we battle in the coming weeks. And yes, we will uphold Big 12 rules and regulations, and we will adhere to the NCAA bylaws, and we will fully review our program and our violations, if any. After the game, I'm sure you'll have questions for Coach Self, but please understand, as I just shared with you, he has little knowledge and background of the process that we went through for reinstatement. So with that, I will take just a couple questions because I know we all want to get out there for tip. I know I do.
Jeff, did you consider not doing the hypothetical thing and declaring him a booster?
We considered many things through the process, and in the end, we felt that was the best approach to take based on the information we have.
Did you get a further explanation of what hypothetical means or why the reason for the hypothetical?
We understood that the declaration for reinstatement purposes only was so they could move through the reinstatement process.
CJ?
In hindsight now, do you feel like this jeopardizes?
I don't have the benefit of hindsight. We moved forward with the process based on the information we had. So no, I don't have hindsight, and we're going to move forward with our appeal in the appropriate way within the NCAA guidelines and through their processes.
Matt Galloway?
How much optimism do you have in the appeals process?
You know what? I'm confident in Silvio's innocence in this, and that he did not benefit from the alleged violation, and he did not receive a benefit, and he had no knowledge. So I am hopeful that a resolution will come about where he'll be able to play again for the Jayhawks.
Shay?
Suspension this season and next season. Have you seen anything like it? It seems rather extreme.
In our view, it was a harsh punishment.
Matt?
Do you know, is he able to practice if he stays at Kansas?
Yes, he can remain at remain at KU and continue to receive all his scholarship benefits, practice with the team. We do have to receive waivers for travel, and so we'll continue down that path. We've been receiving them here for the last several games. Well, actually, since we declared him ineligible, but that's a bridge we'll have to cross as we move forward.
Neil?
Mr. Long, is there a timeline on when they might make a final decision on the appeal?
There's really not. I feel like we have a commitment from them that they will move that process along as quickly as possible. It's not a simple process, so it will not be a matter of days, but we hope it will happen quickly.
You said January 13th was the official request for reinstatement?
Well, an official declaration of ineligibility.
Sure.
Thank you.
Did you consider that move prior to January 13th?
Well, again, this process started 3 months ago.
Sure.
So yeah, there's been a number of times through the process that we considered that, but it wasn't until January 13th we thought we had a path forward.
Sure.
That could result in his eventual reinstatement.
Kenitra?
Jeff, have you had a chance to talk to Silvio face to face and just kind of console him and reassure him?
Yes, that's the part that's emotional for me. So, yes.
Jeff?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.